Hello, hello. How are you all this afternoon? I'm sure there'll be people jumping on here or watching the recording. Either way, I welcome you and thank you for following. My name is Lisa. Welcome to my kitchen. This is my kitchen here. You come to every week. Thank you for joining me. I always appreciate you following me. If you don't know too much, if you're on here and you're just learning things, you can hop over to replenishhq.com and always find out more information about what we're doing. Healthy articles. You can sign up for a monthly newsletter that will get you free recipes. You will be able to have some great input, some great articles on wellness, so you want to check that out. Just sign up for the free monthly newsletter. So today I have my grill. I'm not sure how well you can see that, but my grill has been heating up. It is a cast iron grill, super yummy. Today we are going to be making and talking about Pollo Asado and healthy Mex Pinto beans. You can see my slow cooker over there that's been cooking the Pinto beans for a long period of time. I'll get to that in a little bit. First, I just wanted to show you really quickly what this looks like before we put it on the grill. You can see all the rinds from the marinade in there. So we will talk about that in a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the grill. Hopefully it won't be too noisy. But you could barbecue this outside for sure. Obviously, we're doing it in the house today because it would be a little noisy to do that outside. So you're gonna hear some good sizzling as that sears in the juices. If you want to be fancy, put your meat on there at an angle so the stripes are long ways. That's all I'm going to put on there for right now. So we're going to just talk about some things about this Pollo Asado. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. I put it on high to heat it up, but we'll turn it down a little bit so you can see that's cooking on the grill. If you need the ingredients, just go to my personal page, Lisa Tucker, and you will be able to find all the ingredients for everything we're talking about today. And you'll get directions. You'll have the directions here on how to cook everything. Like I said, you can hop over and anytime get the recipe book. So we're making that today. It's gonna be super yummy. I wish you had smell-o-vision because it is so amazing. Between the beans and that cooking on the grill, it smells really good in here. So to start, there is a lot of citrus in this recipe. There's lemons, oranges, limes, the rinds are in there. And citrus is just naturally high in vitamin C, which we all know. The flavonoids that's in the citrus, that's in the fruit, actually have been proven to prevent cancer, help us strengthen by all the antioxidants that are in them. So that is a great way to get some citrus in your diet. There's quite a bit in here. One thing I wanted to add, I couldn't find oranges. So in a pinch, this is whole orange juice. There's no water added to it. It's just fresh squeezed oranges. That's what you want if you can't find, I couldn't find a good orange, and so I went with that. But lemons and limes you can usually find all year long. There's onions in there. So that marinates. I actually started marinating that last night. To me, the longer the better. Up to 24 hours. It actually starts to cook because of all the citrus in there. That's how they make ceviche, right? It kind of marinates and cooks at the same time. So, some other things you can expect from citrus is it's going to build your immunity. It's actually great for your skin. The essential oils are so powerful in the rinds. That's why we keep the rinds right in there, right in the marinade itself. It makes it beautiful, and you're getting food value and benefits from that. It also studies have shown has proven to reduce the risk of kidney stones and boost heart health. That's all from the citrus. All those things you're gonna get. And then there's a spice called turmeric or turmeric. People pronounce it all different kinds of ways, but that's what gives this the bright yellow color, is because that spice is in there. You've probably heard of it before. It is very popular right now. They even make teas out of it and everything. It's a powerful antioxidant. So not only are you getting the antioxidants from the citrus, you're getting them from the turmeric as well. It's very anti-inflammatory, promotes joint health. It's very, very well researched. So I'm going to check my meat to make sure it's not burning over here. So I have a story for you. Nope, it's all good. This grill cooks a little slow. The oven has one of those burners in the middle. And so it cooks a little slower, which is good for what we're doing today. So what causes the inflammation? As we're talking about food that is hopefully reducing inflammation, what causes inflammation anyways? Basically, it's a body under stress. Your body, when it's stressed, that is one of the responses, is pain and inflammation a lot of times. And we realize that when it comes to working out, we can feel that pain and inflammation. And also injury, we know that there's pain and inflammation associated with injury. But did you know there's inflammation going on in some of our bodies that we're totally unaware of? If you have any sort of pain, you definitely have inflammation, even though I think we think it just makes us swell up. And it does sometimes, but sometimes it's not that evident and obvious. So here's some things that you might not know cause inflammation. Is the typical American diet and lots of meat. That's why this recipe, I don't eat a lot of meat, but that's why this recipe is so great, because it has all the citrus in there. It's got the turmeric in there. And fast food causes inflammation. Processed food causes inflammation. Sugar causes inflammation. So when we eat diets high in those things, it causes a lot of inflammation. Hi, Jenny, Rita, it's good to have everyone on here. Thanks for popping on. You guys, if you missed the beginning of this, you can go back. It'll be on the page, and you can go back and watch the beginning. Or if you're watching replay, just type in the comments replay. As always, if you find value in these, please share away. Happy to get the word out and have people understand about their food and how important it is to eat healthy. So, with all those things said about everything, hi Deborah, it's good to have you on here. With all those things said about what causes inflammation, I want to talk to you about one thing while my meat is cooking over here. Just double checking my meat. Oh, that's got some good sear marks on it. I'm going to show you this in a little bit. I'm going to flip that one over. Oh, I wish you guys could smell this. So, if you guys have followed me for any time at all, you know at one point I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. I had tons of pain. I was on a program that included these little capsules. When you look at them, they're bright yellow, kind of like our marinade is here today. And that's because one of the ingredients in them is the turmeric, which is called curcumin. When they use it as a herb, it's usually called curcumin. Hi, Rhonda. Great to have you on here. So, anyways, you guys probably know my story. If not, just scroll back through my page and you can hear my story about how getting on a program, I was able to reduce all the inflammation. But I have a client that just gave me a story today. She has had 4 knee surgeries. She was pretty messed up in a lot of pain and inflammation. She got on a program to balance what she ate, to help with the pain and inflammation going on in her life. And she got pretty much pain-free. She was able to go back to the gym and do the things she loves to do. Well, she stopped taking that product. She ran out and forgot to reorder. And she was staying on some of her other program, but she forgot that. And her pain, she said, I was in excruciating pain again. So that is the power of herbs, even in your food, when we use curcumin in our food, the turmeric. So, but this particular product also has Chinese skullcap. If you're into herbs, listen up because it has a lot of herbs in it. It's got Chinese skullcap, which studies have shown reduce pain and inflammation. It has boswellia, which is frankincense. If you're familiar with the Bible, that is a common thing that they used thousands of years ago. They used frankincense. And it's also, studies have shown, are for health benefits of reducing pain. It has myrrh in it. That's another one you'll read in the Bible and hear about, been used for thousands of years. Anti-inflammatory, supports circulation. And then like the curcumin we talked about, which gives all this beautiful yellow color, that is neuroprotective and a potent anti-inflammatory. There's noni, Mongolian bark, grapeseed. If you want to learn more about that or a program, just reach out to me and you can learn more about that. I'm going to check back on our food over here. That's getting beautiful. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's looking so good. This marinade has some oil in it, so that hopefully helps keep things from sticking on the grill. But it's a little sticky. I could have put some oil. If you're grilling outside, you know, clean your grill really good. Put a little oil on there. So with that, what we like to do in our house is make it into tacos. We're gonna let the meat rest after it cooks for 10 minutes or so. That kind of seals in the moisture and juices. Then you can cut it up in really small pieces. We like this particular brand of organic corn tortillas. If you get corn tortillas, buy organic. Corn is one of the largest GMOs. If you don't know what that means, it's just really unhealthy for you. And yes, these are going to cost a little more, but you're going to pay now or you're going to pay a lot more later in medical bills by not watching what type of food you're eating. This other brand we love, Siete. This is the burrito size. I didn't have any of the smaller taco size. That brand is gluten-free. They're both gluten-free, if that is a concern of yours. And the other one's more like a flour tortilla. It's made with cassava flour. Super yummy with these. You can also, if you don't want to do tortillas, use your romaine lettuce. You can just use your romaine lettuce like a taco. Super delicious. We just chop up a little cilantro and onions, sprinkle it on there, maybe a little salsa. You're good to go. So now we're going to talk, while this finishes up cooking, we're going to talk about the beans. They're the Tex-Mex pinto beans. So I like the slow cooker. I know there's a lot of people that are into the Instapot. I have not tried it yet. I know I'm behind the times, but there's a reason why I like the slow cooker. For one, I feel like we're in such a fast-paced world. You can see there is no microwave in this kitchen. I don't use the microwave. I don't like microwaves. And I also like the slow cooker because I feel like it slows me down. There's so much in life that pulls us in so many directions that we have to be going 100 miles an hour all day long, and it's just exhausting. So I think the crock pot kind of reminds me just to slow down. Put things in it in the morning. Let it seep and cook all day. You can smell it cooking all day. If you guys remember, I don't know if any of you remember Billy Joel. If you're younger, you're like, who? But he had this song, and I love the part of it. It says, where's the fire? What's the hurry about? You better cool it off before you burn it out. You got so much to do and so many hours in the day. And if you know the song, you'd be going, hey, hey, hey. But I just say that because it's so true. We need to slow down. Even you probably talk to a lot of people in what's going on in our world right now, and they're still so busy. We're just busy. We're on our phones. So I like the crock pot. All that to say, because it helps me slow down. Deborah says, I can almost smell it. I wish you could. I wish we could like have the smell-o-vision going on here because it's so yummy. So the pinto beans, everything for them is listed below. You can look that all up or find it on the website in the recipe book. It's called Replenish Me is the book name. But there is all kinds of spices that just cook in there all day. But what I wanted to talk about is the art of soaking beans. Let me check my chicken one more time. Oh yeah, that's looking beautiful. I think that centerpiece is done. So when we talk about soaking beans, we're talking about dried beans. Doesn't that look beautiful? Look, ooh, doesn't that make you hungry for tacos? When we're talking about soaking pinto beans, that's the dry, hard beans that you get. And you're going to put water on them. There's also directions to do that, but you're gonna put water on them and a little bit of vinegar and soak them overnight. Cover them with water, enough water because they really swell up that they're gonna just soak overnight. What that does is, have you ever eaten beans and you feel like bloated and gassy, right? A lot of times that's because of the lectins in them, and that's kind of the protection over the bean. But you need to, when you soak them, it kind of really breaks that down. It also helps, the reason why we get bloated and gassy is we're not digesting it. We're not breaking it down very well ourselves. So that means we're not gonna get the nutrition out of it we need. When you soak them, it kind of pre-breaks it down for you. So when you're digesting it, your body's gonna have a lot easier time. You can also take enzymes if you soak it and you're still having a hard time. Enzymes will really help you kind of break that down. But beans in general are hard for people to digest across the board, so you need a little help. Hey, Satinka, it's great to see you on here. So it also helps them cook faster. So you're gonna absorb more nutrients. It just takes a little time the night before. They're gonna cook faster. You're gonna be able to digest them better. And yes, you can use your pressure cooker. That kind of breaks it down, does the same process a lot faster. But you already heard my whole spiel on, I feel like we need to slow down, not speed things up. And I think that's why I'm really resistant and have a little pushback to the Instapot, because I'm already efficient. I'm already pushed in my day to have to be efficient all day long. I don't want my food to have to be efficient either. Not that we don't make things quickly sometimes, but that's just my rant. But if you have your pressure cooker, your Instapot, that's gonna break that down as well. But before we go, you guys, I'm gonna show you how yummy these beans look. And don't you wish you were having this for dinner tonight? Well, you can, because you have all the ingredients. So I'm just gonna show you what these yummy beans look like. Hopefully. They were supposed to be turned off, but I don't think they're turned off. So I didn't make very many of them because it's just my husband and I, so hopefully you'll be able to see in here. Don't those look amazing? All the ingredients for them are listed on my page. If you go back to my page, you'll be able to find all the ingredients. The recipe does not call for a lot of salt. So if you like, you can salt to taste for sure. I just have, most things are pretty low sodium. So salt to taste. You guys, this is such a delicious and healthy meal that's gonna bring your body nutrition. I especially love the beans. And they smell delicious. Your whole house is gonna smell amazing like mine does right now. So you guys, thanks for following. Hop over to the replenishhq.com if you wanna find more recipes in the Replenish Me book. Thank you guys always for supporting. I really appreciate all your love and support on these Foodie Fridays. I will put a link down in the comments if you need to find more information. Please like and share this post. I always appreciate you guys being on here. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and a beautiful weekend. Take care.